So for our audience and those watching, who are you and what do you do?
My name is Leroy Wadie. I'm a graphic designer, creative director.
Okay.
Born in Ghana, moved to the UK when I was 11, and just stayed there. And I just relocated 5 years ago to Ghana to kind of like pursue my dream of my vision is to like help improve the creative landscape in Ghana, because over the years you come around and things are just the same, and nothing's happened in terms of like my industry. There's a huge like market that's untapped, so I just felt like with my experiences I had from the UK, I can come back home and then just do something. So that's the reason why I'm here. Just like every day I've got a 5-year, 10-year plan, and I'm just working towards it each and every single day.
Amazing. So how did you actually get into the creative space? Was it something that you always known you were good at, or was it something sort of studying?
So I didn't even know that I had it in me.
Okay.
I was playing football, I was semi-professional for a while.
Okay, wow.
After college, then I got injured. Then I had to get a little job.
Yeah.
And, I was working here and there. But my final job, I was working at the Ministry of Justice in England. And then, but I just sat there. I knew it wasn't for me. So one day I just like quit. This is 2013. I just quit and then went back to school. No, 2014, sorry. I just like quit one day, just like when I applied for a design course.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I knew that I liked colors and shapes, and things like that. But I didn't know that would lead to creativity or design. But I just gave it a go. Applied for design school, did it for like 3 months, and then graduated, got a job. And I realized that, I guess this is what I'm supposed to be,
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I discovered my purpose through me liking things and objects and how things are put together. Then done my research, realized that, maybe graphic design would be best for me. Because I didn't want to do architect or anything like that.
Right.
I just felt like graphic design would be good for me. But now that I've done that, I'm like all round in a way.
Oh, okay, that's
so
good. Yeah. Oh, amazing. Okay, so you kind of said that you found your purpose. So you thank God that you're actually living and walking in your purpose.
Yeah.
I think it takes a lot of people some time to actually find that. Okay. So my question is, let's talk about, I guess, your journey to relocation. What made you move to Ghana 5 years ago, and also in the relocation process? I guess kind of planning, you had already lived there for so long. What kind of struggles did you face moving there as an adult? I guess?
Yeah, so for me, I had a son on the way, and then so I was just like in Manchester, just laying in bed one day, and I had a son on the way. I just like checking my lifestyle in England, and I just felt like it was basic, I didn't see what I was doing that was so exciting, apart from me working in the studio. And I was thinking, if I can go back home, like I said earlier on, there's so much impact I can make. And also another thing was, every time that I would come to Ghana, you always see a lot of foreigners on the plane,
Yeah.
and I'm thinking, what do they come to do here? There must be something here for them, So, and I think we as diasporans were just sat back home in England and just watching others come home. So I kind of done my research and tapped into that. So I was just at home one day on Instagram, saw a job advertising online.
Wow.
I rang up the company to ask if it was legit. They said it was legit, and then I just done my interview over the phone.
Oh wow. Okay.
Over Skype. So that was the first phase of the interview.
Yeah.
But then I had to come to Ghana, so I just bought my ticket and just came. So literally no planning, I didn't think about it too much. I just thought of it one day. I thought of it in April. In May, I was in Ghana. Literally, it was that quick.
Wow.
Yeah. So and then when I came, the struggles that I faced was I was too used to the system in England. How everything's supposed to work. Because obviously, when you come on holiday, it's completely different to you actually living here. It's like a whole complete different world that you don't see when you come on holiday. Even if you stay here for 2 months, you still don't see it until you actually live here. you know. And then, yeah, literally that was a struggle, and that me having to readjust my thinking to understand the systems here, but then not losing my morals or disciplines or principles that I've learned from abroad, and then just apply that here. So I think me doing that's really helped me a lot in getting through the struggle. And the year that I came, 2015, was kind of hard as well. We had a lot of difficulties in the economy, like lack of jobs. There's a lot of things I was messing about. So it's like, it was tough. A few of my friends moved back with me. They went back after 2 months.
Oh, wow. So you really
it was
stood the test of time.
Yeah, literally, 2015 was a tough year. Anyone that came in 2015 was a tough year. So, and my other friends kept saying, if you can make it 2015, then you're fine.
Yeah.
So I stuck it out, despite all the challenges, the systems, the people. I stuck it out. Yeah, I'm here 5 years on.
Amazing. That's really inspiring to hear, because I know so many people do want to move back, but they're just not sure how to, or what it would look like, or they don't always appreciate the struggle, because you think, oh, I come to Ghana in December and I go to Bloom and employment, but it's totally different when you're actually living like off season, right? So I guess, what was the transition like for you from a corporate/professional role into entrepreneurship in Ghana?
Again, it was challenging. Literally in Ghana, I was just having this conversation with my friends here. I don't know how to describe it. I'm trying to find a word for it. You just have, it looks good. Like, you know, it looks really good. For example, on my social media, because I do branding, I know how to make things look extra nice, you know?
Yeah.
But behind the scenes, even though I do show behind the scenes the struggle, but it looks good because people can see my stories and like, wow, I want to move to Ghana. They're inspired by what I post. But the work behind the scenes is tough. For example, you know, you work with a client chasing your money, you know, it's tough. It can take up to a year for you to get paid with some jobs, you know, and you having to be patient because you can't keep ringing them. They don't even pick up. If you're working for like a big man, you know, let's say, and you've done the job, he's done his advertising, he's done whatever. You gave him the creative, he's done what he needs to do with it. But for him to pay you, that's another problem. So it just makes you like tough in a way. And also, you can't just stick to doing one thing.
Right.
That's a lot of mistake a lot of people make. So even if you come to Ghana with a vision, you need to have your side hustles, you know, or your side plans, other streams of income. If not, you're definitely going to get frustrated, you know, and you're going to run there. So I think, like, I wasn't an entrepreneur. I wouldn't say I was just a creative that's just come to Ghana. But Ghana has made me into an entrepreneur. So for example, now I'm involved in so many different projects that I didn't think I'll be involved in. So that's what Ghana does to you. The way the system is. So even people from the top, like from like presidential level, even they all have side businesses.
Yeah.
You have to, you know, to keep it going. If not, yes, it's not easy. It's fun, but I think once you break it, or once you make it to a certain level, it's like the tap water that's open, you know, and you're good.
Yeah.
But until then, it's a real change of mindset. You just have to change everything completely. Like I said, coming from the UK, so even though I was born there, I knew nobody coming back apart from my childhood friends that I left a long time ago.
Yeah.
And over here, if you didn't go to university here, you're not part of anyone. You know, you're not part of anyone. You're just by yourself. So, and in a way, that's gonna help me as well stay focused because I'm not in any clique. I'm not in any. I'm just constantly focusing on my purpose and my assignment and the things that I want to do here in Ghana. And I thank God that I can see it happening now.
That's really good to hear. You did mention something about, I guess, cliques, right? And I think sometimes from diasporans looking in, and this is not just for Ghanaians, I've actually spoken to quite a few across the continent that have said something similar, right? So if you haven't lived there, you didn't school there, you don't have that immediate network, right? So for you, how did you kind of break that in terms of networking and being able to get the clients that you have over the last year?
Okay, so for me, because I knew I didn't know anyone, my work had to speak for me.
Right, powerful.
So literally my work had to speak for me. And even up to now, I'm still like that. Even though I'm blessed to be connected from any sector you think about, because of my work, I've been able to go through these doors. However, I still remain as humble as possible and allow my work to speak for me. Because my work goes way further than I can go.
Exactly.
For example, I'm sat here in Osu right now, and I'm speaking to you all the way in the UK.
Yeah, exactly. You know?
Yeah, that's my work speaking for me. So
Exactly.
if it wasn't my work and what I'm doing, I wouldn't be speaking to you. So I'm a firm believer of that. If, for example, like I drive around town, and I see some of my work in town, like billboards, etc.
Wow.
Yeah, and nobody will know that I did it because I'm not pasting my face on it unless I show it. But it speaks for it, because people say, "Ah, who did that? Who did that?" You know, and then that way you start to like connect with the right people. For example, when I came, I only knew 1 or 2 people from the creative scene. I didn't know anyone, but I realized that in Osu is like where all the creatives are.
Right.
Literally, so I tend to spend most of my weekends there, Fridays, always come here. Yeah, you just like start connecting to find out who you are, where you're from. Because I tell you what, back in the day, if you came from England and people cared, you know, like they're thinking, yeah, you know, this boy's from London. But now nobody cares about that stuff anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody cares. Like you can come from London today, be the coolest kid. Nobody cares.
Right.
The question is, what are you saying? You know, like that's what gets you connected. So people, I watch people come down and they're trying to like, they want to hear that. They want people to hear they got an English accent or that. Nobody cares. Like, because people in Ghana that will show you levels you've never seen before.
Right. That's real. That is so.
Do you know what I mean? They will show you levels that the best thing to just humble yourself and whatever you're doing, let your work speak for you. Be honest, be humble with it, and then like I said, for me personally, I've been blessed to even work on the presidential campaigns, you know, in the 5 years I've been there, and worked with the first office to anyone. Again, it's my work that's speaking for me. It's like my attitude, my behavior, that's what's getting me the networks that I have today. Yeah, so it's a blessing to be able to be connected with any sector you think about. I know someone, I've done certain jobs that's put me through those doors.
No, that's really powerful. That's I think that's a key thing, just in not just for, I guess, returnees or people that are interested in coming back to Africa, but just in life in general, allowing your work to speak for you, because that speaks volumes essentially. And hopefully it will stand the test of time when you're gone or you're not in that space. Exactly. So I guess moving on now, like your design studio in Ghana, you had the vision, as you said, to, I guess, influence the creative landscape and in Ghana and beyond, essentially. How have you been going about this, and how do you plan on going about implementing this vision without, I guess, feeling like you're over imposing yourself, you know? So I think sometimes you can come in and you've got like these great plans, and it can kind of seem like you're, you know, like a bull in a china shop, just like, yeah, I'm here to do that, but how is that for you?
So just to let you know, I no longer, I think I mentioned it by Twitter to you. I no longer work at the first design studio, so I'm more like my vision or the strategy kind of changed slightly. But when we started 5 years ago, my ex-business partner, again, the plan was to just like, there's space, there's no one's doing what we were doing. We were, or we, I can say still are, or was the only design studio in Ghana.
Oh wow.
Yeah, in most parts of West Africa.
Right.
So we just we just went straight to the top.
Yeah.
Because we realized that we didn't even mess about. We just like went straight to the top and dominated from that level. So that really, really helped. Again, because if you're trying to make an impact, you can't be doing it on a small level, you know? I mean, yeah, sometimes you can, but the level which we wanted to take it to, we just took it straight to the top. And just smash it from the top. And then now, like, again, coming back to how I'm networking, people respect me or us as a design studio. Because even people don't know us personally, knew the design space.
Right.
You know, even now, I still walk around town, people are like, oh, he used to be at a space. He's got a design studio. And for example, in December, we had almost every cool kid that came to Ghana came through our space.
Right, yeah.
Because it was able to create things that drove everyone in. So, like I said, it's all about we wanted to make a statement. Yeah. So we shot straight for the top. We didn't even try it. We went straight for the heavens. We didn't even go for the stars, you know? Yeah. We went straight for the heavens, and then we were respecting them. The kind of works we were doing, we're kind of setting the standards. So if you're gonna do things, do it properly, do it big. Yeah. And then we realized that people start following that kind of module, because when I came, I realized that there's people with so much talent you know, and technical abilities, but then how do I do it? How do I start? And by we saying, get a space, get a studio, you know, because even now I have 5 people that I mentor, and I'm always pushing them, get yourself a studio, you know. I know it's all well and good working from home, get a little space, paint it all black, and then start something. And from that, people start to value the whole space situation. And by doing that, because we've done that, other creators are also doing the same thing in their fields. For example, film, they're doing their thing. Photography, they're doing their thing. Music was already doing their thing. And it's like, by doing that, we're all rising together. So, and that was the plan, because we couldn't just do it by ourselves, like you're saying, you know. But then, because we're doing that and we connect with everyone, everyone's like, realize like, wow, we can actually do this. You know, this is our hometown, this is our land, you know, we can do it. And then by doing so, you know, like I said, for example, all my friends are actually now doing something for themselves in the creative industry. And then most of them will say, if you ask them, that we kind of influence them, you know, that situation. Yeah. So like I said, now I'm working for myself now. Again, similar module, but now I'm focusing like 40% will be like service-based, and 60% will be focused on that vision, that bigger vision, to make sure like every corner you walk to, the creators are respected, because we're not respected here. You know, parents understand that okay, this is a real job. It's not just we dressing cool and having dreadlocks and whatnot. You know, it's a real profession. And we get paid. We can get paid good money. I did my research a while ago. In the UK, I think the creative industry contributed to the economy about, I don't know, even 23 billion or something a year. That's the UK. We're nowhere near that. You know, but then we have all the talent here, so it doesn't make sense. You know, so for me, this is what I think about all the time. So I'm not saying I'm the pioneer or anything for anything, but I'm just here to like spark people up to say, you know, we can do it. That's whatever I do, I make sure I do it on the highest level, so people can be inspired and then follow that kind of pursuit.
No, definitely. I think the last point you just made about the value of the creative industry and how it can actually positively influence an economy, especially when we consider the fact that a lot of African economies are now becoming emerging economies. I mean, COVID-19 aside, they are emerging economies, right? And to be able to, I guess, push your vision to assist in respect, a wide earned respect of the industry across the continent, definitely admirable. And hopefully, you know, we can see those kind of numbers translating onto as well. So my final question for you would be, the Ghana that you met 5 years ago is very different to the Ghana that you're currently living in. Within your industry, within your space, and I guess from a wider perspective as well, what excites you the most about the development of the nation, the continent, and also your industry?
So say the last bit again. What excites me about?
Excites you the most about the nation, so that the development of the nation, the development of the continent, as well as the development of your industry.
Okay, so the nation, for example, because now I see a lot of like young creatives, for example, right, that are having to say, for example, some of my friends, if their parents have to build an establishment or an office, they can say, no, Dad, use this, make it minimal, you know? So they now having an input because we know what we want our Ghana to look like. Do you get me? So they have a say on that level. And then continent-wise, I have friends from almost all over Africa, creatives that are also pulling their weight, you know, to make sure that, because this is our Africa. You know, no one's going to fix it for us. I think we've locked that in our minds. Nobody's going to fix it for us but us. So, everyone's just like pulling strings. I have friends in Mozambique that are pulling strings, South Africa. Everyone's just doing their own thing because they see what, for example, we're doing in Ghana, it inspires them. I see what they're doing, inspires us. So before you know, next 10, 15 years, you see Africa just rising on a serious level. And then lastly, in terms of my industry, I see so many people coming on, even changing their Instagram bio, saying, I'm a creative, I'm a designer, whereas before no one was really saying that. And even if they don't have clients, they at least have a decent portfolio to start with, you know? And it starts from there. Like everybody, when I first started 6 years ago, all I needed is a portfolio, and that got me opportunity, you know? So now I see more of that. And even the lot that I mentor, it's always encouraging, you know, brand yourself well. For example, if you come to a suit, you just know who the creatives are because how they dress, how they move, you know? And if you go to like, I know, a different location, each of them gone, you see all the corporate lot. It's like
Exactly.
everyone in their field is kind of,
Yeah.
they look like they're, whereas before you couldn't tell who's who. But
Yeah.
now we're owning it now, Creators
Mm.
are owning it. The corporate lot, they look sharp, fresh suits. They're
Yeah.
owning it, fresh trims every day, and we're the Rasta boys, So
The Rasta boys.
so I think it's growing a lot, and that excites me. And I know that in the next 5 years, we can see something exciting. For me personally, I want to when I retire, I want to look back and say, I put a lot in it,
Yeah.
So when they mention the lot that came back in the 2020s, whatever, they go give me a shout, because I'm putting the shift in to make sure, not to brag, not to show off, not to boast, just to like see others do it, And like I said, like I said, on my day, I can be high, but it's not just about me. Just me is not going to grow the economy,
Yeah.
I need everyone around me to step up. That way, there's value in the industry. Because, for example, my rates are different to another man's rates. However, if we all get together, he knows, for example, I'm charging 100 cities because of the standards I can produce. He can charge around 70, 80 because of the standards he can produce.
Exactly.
So we have the high, mid, and then a bit low. So then clients know, okay, I want something mid, I go here. I want something high, I go here. That way we're building the industry, not that I'm charging 100, he's charging 10. That's what's killing the industry. But now, in my industry, we're having that knowledge now. Let's charge properly. Let's do things right, and then just really be disciplined as well. Like if we say we're going to deliver on time.
Exactly.
So
that's it.
And that's been one of the main, and communication has been one of the main problems that we've had in the past. Like I said, I'm excited because now we're being honest with ourselves.
Yes.
Saying, okay, we flopped here, let's fix it, etc. So I'm super excited. Like I want next 20 years, 50 years, if Christ hasn't come yet. Like, you look at Ghana and like, wow, this is a real, a solid country, and also just an economy as well that we're respected for what we do. And as you know, with all the madness going on now, the whole movement, etc., this is our time to step out there and show that, listen, we can handle it ourselves. It's not that serious. And with I'm always protesting on my socials. I've been trying to get everyone to come back home.
Yeah.
Because together we can do so much together. And even if you don't want to come back home and you want to live there, at least have something here, going for you. Because living back home is not for everyone. Because people run back. However, do something to link to Africa. Don't just be there and just fold your arms and then you want to come here in December on holiday and then just take Snapchat. But then we're working January to November, so
exactly, tirelessly.
But we'll get better.
Yeah, no, I think that's a really poignant last point, and that's what I'm actually going to end on. But I think the key takeaways for me, and hopefully people that would watch this and hear this, would be the fact that collaboration is definitely key across your industry, and I guess networking as well when you're on the ground. Jumping, if you want to come back, just jump, just try it. Like you said, if it's not for you, at least you know that you tried, right? But then also, I guess, having the vision that this is the Africa that we are all creating, right? And we all have a stake in it as essentially stakeholders, So thank you so much for your time.